Neuroscience in advertising has come a long way. We have witnessed the rise of predictive advertising, which, although initially intrusive, has become a familiar part of our lives. Advertisers have always employed subtle tactics to persuade us to buy their products, but with advancements in technology and neuroscience, the line between marketing and mind control has become increasingly blurred. To understand the roots of advertising, we must delve into the work of Edward L. Bernays, a man who revolutionized the field. Interestingly, Bernays was the nephew of the renowned Sigmund Freud. In the early stages of his career, Freud gifted Bernays a copy of his General Introductory Lectures, a seminal work on psychoanalysis. This gift sparked Bernays' interest in Freud's research, particularly the concept that irrational forces drive human behavior. Bernays took this idea and transformed it into what he called engineering consent. Instead of merely catering to consumer demands, he sought to cultivate them. His first major campaign involved Lucky Strike cigarettes, where he created social trends to convince more people, especially women, to smoke. Recognizing that cigarettes symbolized male power, Bernays staged a protest on New York's Fifth Avenue, inviting a group of young female Vogue employees to light up. This event, known as the Torches of Freedom, aimed to empower women through smoking. Even though Bernays likely knew about the dangers of smoking, as he would destroy his wife's cigarettes at home, he still pitched Lucky Strikes as having a slimming effect and soothing properties for the throat. He even wrote a book titled A Propaganda, which later inspired the Nazis. Bernays employed fear tactics, deceptive advertising, and what can only be described as social mind control to sell products, regardless of their potential harm or dishonesty. The legacy of Bernays' tactics continues to shape modern advertising. While the Federal Trade Commission (FTC) now regulates false or misleading advertising, the idea of engineering consent still persists. This raises the question, can consent be engineered against our own will? With the advent of neuroscience, advertisers now have access to a deeper understanding of how the human brain works. They can analyze our preferences, desires, and even predict our behavior. This knowledge allows them to craft advertisements that tap into our subconscious, making us more susceptible to their messages. However, the ethical implications of such practices cannot be ignored. When does advertising cross the line from persuasion to manipulation? Are we being controlled without even realizing it? These questions challenge us to think critically about the power of advertising and the impact it has on our lives. As consumers, it is essential for us to be aware of the tactics employed by advertisers. We must question the messages we receive and consider the underlying motivations behind them. By staying informed and vigilant, we can protect ourselves from falling victim to mind control disguised as advertising. In conclusion, neuroscience in advertising has transformed the way marketers understand and target consumers. While the line between persuasion and manipulation may be blurry, it is crucial for us to remain aware and discerning. By doing so, we can navigate the world of advertising with a clear mind and make informed choices that align with our true desires and values. Key concepts. Neuromarketing, an innovative and burgeoning field, represents the convergence of neuroscience and marketing strategies. Its primary objective is to unravel the intricate workings of our brains in response to advertising stimuli, and harness this knowledge to craft more compelling and persuasive campaigns. By delving into the realm of brain activity, researchers gain invaluable insights into consumer behavior that traditional market research methods often overlook. The field of neuromarketing offers vast opportunities across various domains, including commercial, social, and political advertisement. Over the past 5 years, neuromarketing experiments have predominantly focused on consumer goods as stimuli, exploring both product features and promotional strategies. This emphasis on consumer goods has allowed researchers to unravel the underlying neural mechanisms that influence consumer decision-making and shape purchasing behaviors. Neuromarketing vs. Consumer neuroscience. It is important to distinguish between neuromarketing and consumer neuroscience. While both fields employ neuroscience tools to study consumer behavior and decision-making, they differ in their objectives and scope. Neuromarketing primarily serves as a commercial application of neuroscience, providing marketers with profound insights to inform their strategies. On the other hand, consumer neuroscience delves deeper into the psychological, neurological, and economic aspects of consumer behavior, seeking to provide scientific explanations for consumer preferences and behaviors. Neuromarketing, with its interdisciplinary approach, has revolutionized the way we understand and engage with consumers. By decoding the neural processes underlying consumer decision-making, marketers can create tailored and impactful campaigns that resonate with their target audience on a profound level. This field has the potential to transform the advertising landscape, enabling brands to connect with consumers in more meaningful and authentic ways. The key to successful neuromarketing lies in the ability to translate scientific insights into actionable strategies. By leveraging neuroscientific findings, marketers can optimize various elements of their campaigns, such as visual design, storytelling, and emotional appeals. For instance, understanding the brain's preference for certain colors or the impact of narrative structures on engagement can inform the creation of visually captivating advertisements that evoke emotional responses. Furthermore, neuromarketing holds promise in driving social and political change. By applying neuroscience principles to social and political advertisement, marketers can effectively communicate important messages and influence public opinion. This has profound implications for issues such as public health campaigns, environmental awareness, and political campaigns, where understanding the cognitive and emotional drivers of behavior can lead to more impactful messaging and higher levels of engagement. Systems of mental processes. It is crucial to delve deeper into the fundamental framework proposed by Kahneman. This framework introduces two distinct systems, System 1 and System 2, which play significant roles in shaping our decision-making processes. System 1 can be described as the intuitive and automatic system that operates effortlessly and unconsciously in the background of our minds. It is responsible for quick and instinctive reactions, relying on heuristics and past experiences to guide our responses. This system is fast-paced, allowing us to make split-second judgments without much conscious effort. It is the system that drives our initial emotional reactions to advertising stimuli. On the other hand, System 2 represents the slow and deliberate thinking process that requires conscious effort and logical reasoning. It is the system through which we engage in rational thinking, carefully evaluating information and weighing the pros and cons before making decisions. System 2 is characterized by its methodical nature and the consumption of more mental energy. It is the system that comes into play when we engage in deeper analysis and contemplation. Understanding the interplay between these two systems is essential in neuromarketing, as it sheds light on how different types of advertising stimuli can trigger either subconscious or deliberate reactions. By utilizing tools and techniques such as electroencephalography, EEG, eye tracking, ET, and functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, researchers can uncover the underlying emotional responses and subconscious reactions triggered by advertisements. Tools and techniques. Neuromarketing is a fascinating field that utilizes a range of tools and techniques to delve into the subconscious reactions and emotions triggered by advertisements. By employing advanced technologies such as electroencephalography, EEG, eye tracking, ET, and functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, researchers are able to gain valuable insights into consumer behavior and decision-making processes. One of the most widely used tools in neuromarketing experiments is EEG. This technique measures the electrical activity of the brain, allowing researchers to observe the brain's response to various stimuli in real time. EEG offers high temporal resolution, meaning that it can capture even the most subtle changes in brain activity. Moreover, EEG is a cost-effective tool, making it accessible to a wider range of researchers and marketers. Eye tracking is another powerful technique employed in neuromarketing. By using specialized equipment, researchers can track and record the movement of a person's eyes as they view advertisements or other visual stimuli. This provides valuable information about where the individual's attention is focused and how their gaze moves across the screen. By analyzing eye tracking data, marketers can optimize the placement of key elements within an advertisement to maximize its impact on the viewer. Functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, is a cutting-edge technique that allows researchers to visualize brain activity by measuring changes in blood flow. This non-invasive method provides detailed insights into the brain regions that are activated during the processing of advertisements. By combining fMRI with other physiological measures, such as heart rate and respiration rate, researchers can gain a comprehensive understanding of the emotional responses evoked by different advertisements. These tools and techniques in neuromarketing enable researchers and marketers to go beyond traditional methods of consumer research. By tapping into the subconscious mind, they can uncover hidden motivations and preferences that influence consumer behavior. This deeper understanding of the consumer's emotional responses can inform the development of more effective marketing strategies and campaigns. Experimental paradigms. Experimental paradigms in neuromarketing research are incredibly diverse and offer a multitude of ways to gain valuable insights into consumer behavior and preferences. These paradigms serve as the foundation for conducting experiments that aim to understand the neural mechanisms underlying consumer decision-making. One of the most commonly used experimental protocols in neuromarketing involves presenting participants with a carefully curated list of stimuli. These stimuli can take the form of pictures, videos, or even TV ads. By exposing participants to these stimuli, researchers can observe and analyze their neural responses to determine the impact of different marketing strategies on consumer engagement and motivation. To delve deeper into participants' preferences and reactions, more sophisticated tasks can be employed. For example, participants may be asked to provide like/no-like ratings or evaluate stimuli using Likert scales. These rating-based tasks provide researchers with valuable information about participants' subjective responses to various marketing stimuli. Additionally, participants may be presented with choices between different options, allowing researchers to examine the decision-making processes that occur when consumers are faced with competing products or advertisements. Another important aspect of neuromarketing research is the measurement of memorization and ease of recall. To achieve this, multiple experimental sessions can be arranged to assess participants' ability to remember and recall information over time. By tracking participants' neural responses across these sessions, researchers can gain insights into the long-term impact of marketing stimuli and the factors that contribute to enhanced memorization and recall. Furthermore, neuromarketing experiments can extend beyond the realm of subjective experiences and delve into participants' willingness to pay for certain products or services. By eliciting participants' willingness to pay, researchers can uncover the underlying motivations and value perceptions that drive consumer purchasing decisions. Top-down system. The top-down system, also known as goal-driven attention, is a fascinating mechanism that sheds light on how consumers' goals and expectations influence their attention. This system, which involves the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, DLPFC, and parietal cortex, plays a crucial role in directing mental energy towards specific stimuli. Imagine a scenario where you walk into a grocery store with a clear goal in mind: to buy ingredients for a delicious homemade pizza. As you navigate through the store, your attention is naturally drawn to the items that are relevant to your goal. The top-down system is at work here, as your internal goals and expectations guide your attention towards the pizza ingredient section. The DLPFC, a region of the brain associated with executive functions, plays a key role in this process. It helps you maintain focus on your goal, filtering out distractions and irrelevant stimuli. By activating the DLPFC, the top-down system ensures that your attention is aligned with your intentions. Additionally, the parietal cortex is involved in modulating activation in the primary visual cortex. This modulation allows you to selectively process information that is relevant to your goal. In the context of our pizza example, the parietal cortex helps you notice the specific brands of pizza sauce, cheese, and toppings that you prefer. The top-down system highlights the importance of goal-oriented advertising strategies. Advertisers can leverage this knowledge to capture consumers' attention by aligning their messages with consumers' goals and expectations. By understanding the power of the top-down system, advertisers can create compelling campaigns that resonate with their target audience. For instance, let's say you have set a goal to improve your fitness and lead a healthier lifestyle. As you browse through a fitness magazine, your attention is naturally drawn to articles, advertisements, and products that promise to help you achieve your fitness goals. This is the top-down system in action, as your internal goal of fitness directs your attention towards information and products that are relevant to that goal. Advantages over traditional marketing. Neuromarketing has revolutionized the field of market research by offering significant advantages over traditional methods. One of the key benefits is the ability to measure both objective and subconscious responses from consumers. Unlike traditional surveys that often capture only the instant or initial reactions of consumers, neuromarketing tools delve deeper into the consumer psyche, providing a more comprehensive understanding of their behavior. By tracking consumer reactions before, during, and after exposure to various stimuli, neuromarketing tools offer a holistic view of consumer behavior. This comprehensive approach allows marketers to gain valuable insights into consumer preferences and decision-making processes. For example, traditional surveys may only reveal that a consumer has a positive or negative opinion about a product or service, but they fail to uncover the underlying reasons behind these opinions. Neuromarketing, on the other hand, can uncover the subconscious factors that influence consumer behavior, such as emotions, memories, and associations. Another advantage of neuromarketing is its ability to capture real-time data. Traditional market research methods often rely on self-reported data, which can be influenced by various factors such as social desirability bias or faulty memory. In contrast, neuromarketing tools provide objective and unbiased data by directly measuring physiological responses, such as brain activity, heart rate, and eye movements. This real-time data allows marketers to make more informed decisions and develop effective marketing strategies. Furthermore, neuromarketing offers a more personalized approach to marketing. Traditional methods treat consumers as a homogeneous group, assuming that they all have similar preferences and motivations. However, neuromarketing recognizes that each individual is unique and has different subconscious drivers. By understanding these individual differences, marketers can tailor their marketing messages and strategies to resonate with specific target audiences. This personalized approach not only enhances the effectiveness of marketing campaigns, but also improves customer satisfaction and loyalty. In addition to these advantages, neuromarketing also provides a deeper understanding of the impact of marketing stimuli. Traditional methods may only measure the immediate impact of a marketing campaign, but neuromarketing can track the long-term effects. By analyzing the subconscious responses of consumers over time, marketers can assess the effectiveness of their marketing efforts and make adjustments if necessary. In conclusion, neuromarketing offers significant advantages over traditional marketing research methods. By measuring both objective and subconscious responses from consumers, providing a comprehensive understanding of consumer behavior, capturing real-time data, offering a personalized approach, and assessing the long-term impact of marketing stimuli, neuromarketing empowers marketers to create more effective and successful marketing strategies. It is truly a game-changer in the field of market research, providing valuable insights and opening new possibilities for businesses to connect with their target audiences. Mind control techniques through neuroscience. In the realm of neuroscience, a captivating journey unfolds as brilliant minds push the boundaries of scientific exploration. With each step forward, a world of possibilities emerges, offering hope for the correction of cognitive disorders and diseases that have plagued humanity for centuries. Today, neuroscientists embark on an audacious quest to unravel the enigma of the brain, mapping its intricate neural pathways and deciphering its secrets. Simultaneously, they delve into the realm of telepathic interfaces, envisioning a future where our thoughts have the power to control our mobile devices. Parallel to these remarkable advancements, the field of artificial intelligence marches forward, with programmers striving to reverse engineer the brain and emulate its neural networks within computer systems. This convergence of neuroscience and AI paves the way for an extraordinary concept: network control. The idea is simple yet profound. By injecting energy into one part of a digital network, we can influence another, mirroring the interconnectedness of the brain's neural circuits. One technique that has emerged from this exploration is deep brain stimulation, DBS, a revolutionary method employed in the treatment of Parkinson's disease and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Through DBS, scientists have identified abnormal activity within the frontostriatal circuit as a key contributor to obsessive-compulsive disorder. By skillfully applying controlled energy to this circuit, they have successfully normalized the condition in many patients. However, the delicate balance of the brain's intricate web means that energy injections can have unintended consequences, cascading across neural pathways and triggering unforeseen effects. As we delve deeper into the realm of mind control through neuroscience, the ethical implications become increasingly complex. While the potential to alleviate suffering and enhance cognitive abilities is undeniably enticing, we must tread carefully. The power to manipulate the human mind raises questions of consent, privacy, and the very essence of individuality. As we venture forth, it is crucial to maintain a steadfast commitment to ethical guidelines and ensure that the pursuit of knowledge does not compromise our fundamental values. In conclusion, the field of neuroscience stands at the forefront of a revolution that has the potential to reshape our understanding of the human mind. Through the exploration of mind control techniques, we inch closer to unraveling the mysteries that lie within. However, we must approach this journey with caution, mindful of the profound impact these advancements can have on our society. Let us embrace the possibilities while safeguarding our core principles, for it is through this delicate balance that we can unlock the true potential of the human mind. Technology's creeping mind control. As technology continues to advance at an astonishing pace, there is a growing concern about its potential to exert control over our minds. The concept of mind control may conjure up images of dystopian science fiction movies or secretive government experiments, but the reality is that technology's influence over our thoughts and behaviors is becoming increasingly pervasive. A recent study conducted by researchers delved into the effects of electromagnetic radiation emitted from cell phones on the human brain. The aim was to determine whether it was possible to manipulate someone's mind using this technology. Although the study did not explore the sinister aspects often associated with mind control, it did uncover some intriguing findings. It was discovered that cell phone radiation can stimulate alpha waves in the brain, particularly in areas closest to where the phone is held. These waves are typically associated with states of relaxation, daydreaming, and internal thinking. The fact that this study used an obsolete Nokia 6110 only adds to the unsettling nature of the findings. In today's digital age, advertising has become eerily predictive, often appearing to know our desires before we even express them. While most of this targeted advertising is based on our search history, there are growing concerns that advertisers are going too far by actively recording our conversations without our consent. The idea is to use these recordings to gain insights into our preferences and tailor advertisements accordingly. As technology becomes increasingly intertwined with our lives, it begs the question, what will be the next covert marketing tactic or medium? One potential avenue that is currently being explored is the development of interfaces capable of reading brainwaves. These interfaces would constantly measure our biometrics, allowing advertisers to not only tap into our emotions but also physically sense them. Imagine a world where advertisements are not only tailored to our search history, but also to our current emotional state. This raises ethical questions about privacy and consent, as well as concerns about the potential for manipulation. While the idea of technology's creeping mind control may seem like the stuff of science fiction, the reality is that we are already witnessing its early stages. As consumers, it is important for us to be aware of the potential implications and actively engage in discussions about the ethical boundaries of technology. By staying informed and advocating for responsible use of technology, we can ensure that the future remains one where our minds are not controlled, but instead empowered. Theories from behavioral economics. Behavioral economics combines elements of economics and psychology to understand how and why people behave the way they do in the real world. It challenges the assumptions of neoclassical economics, which posits that individuals make well-informed, self-interested decisions based on stable preferences. Behavioral economics, in contrast, acknowledges the influence of psychological, cognitive, and emotional factors on decision-making processes. Loss aversion. Loss aversion, a fundamental principle in behavioral economics, is a concept that highlights the psychological impact of losing compared to the pleasure derived from gaining an equivalent amount. It is deeply rooted in prospect theory, a theory developed by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, which suggests that individuals are more inclined to avoid losses rather than actively seek gains. This principle holds true across various scenarios and can be observed in our everyday lives. To illustrate this principle, let's consider a simple example. Imagine you find a $100 bill on the street. While this may bring you some joy and excitement, the feeling is unlikely to be as intense as the distress you would experience if you were to lose that same $100 bill. The pain of losing is often magnified and lingers in our minds far longer than the pleasure of gaining. Understanding the power of loss aversion, marketers have cleverly utilized this principle to create compelling offers and promotions. Limited-time offers and scarcity marketing tactics, like Amazon's daily lightning deals, tap into our fear of missing out. By creating a sense of urgency and emphasizing the potential loss if we don't act quickly, these strategies motivate consumers to make a purchase. The fear of losing out on a great deal is often more persuasive than the promise of gaining something of equal value. Anchoring. Anchoring, as a cognitive bias, plays a significant role in decision-making. It is based on the principle that individuals tend to heavily rely on the first piece of information they encounter, also known as the anchor. This initial anchor has a powerful influence on how people perceive subsequent information and can be effectively utilized in marketing strategies. One way in which anchoring can be exploited in marketing is through the manipulation of prices. When a high initial price is presented for a product, it sets a reference point for consumers. Subsequently, even if lower prices are offered, they may still appear attractive in comparison to the initial anchor. This phenomenon can be observed in tiered pricing strategies, where premium options are deliberately set at a higher price point to make standard options seem more reasonably priced. The anchoring effect is rooted in the way our minds process information. When we encounter an anchor, it becomes the starting point from which we evaluate subsequent information. Our brains tend to make adjustments based on this initial reference point, often leading to biased decision-making. Mental accounting. Mental accounting refers to the tendency of individuals to categorize and treat money differently based on arbitrary criteria, such as the source or intended use of the funds. 17. This cognitive bias can lead to irrational financial decisions, such as spending windfall gains on luxury items rather than saving or investing them. Marketers exploit this by framing promotions in ways that appeal to these mental categories, such as offering discounts or rebates that feel like a free money. Sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy describes the phenomenon where individuals continue to invest in a losing endeavor because of the resources they have already committed, even when it is rational to cut losses and move on. This bias can lead to suboptimal decision-making in various contexts, from personal finance to business investments. Understanding this fallacy allows marketers to design strategies that either discourage wasteful spending or encourage continued investment by emphasizing past commitments. By leveraging these and other principles from behavioral economics, marketers can better understand and influence consumer behavior, crafting campaigns that resonate more deeply with their target audience.